What's going on, everyone? Welcome to episode 12 of Win the Week. It's Thursday, October 7th. Today, we're going to be talking about hydration. Before we get into today's episode, make sure you follow us on Instagram, win_the_week. TikTok is at Win the Week. Be sure to join our Facebook group as well, Win the Week. It's Thursday. We're getting into the end of the week here, getting ready to cruise into the weekend. Joe, why don't you give us an update on how the week's going for you?
So if we rewind back to when we were both taking the assessment, and one of the areas that I think a lot of people out there, myself especially, wanted to improve on was the meditation aspect of the assessment, right? I think I was probably maybe doing once or twice a week, wanted to try and achieve that closer to the 4 to 5 days out of the week. So I can say this week I've made it a major focus for me and have had pretty good results. It's Thursday, Monday through Wednesday. I was able to do it for about, 15-ish minutes each day. And, I think it just had a little bit better mental clarity, after doing it. So I want to say this week has been great on that front. And, I was able to kind of kill, two birds with one stone of just kind of going outside, getting away from it all and just being with nature and just kind of slowing down the brain for about, 10 to 15 minutes or so. Right. So I want to say that has been a major win for me this week that I'm proud to say. And I'll also say, later on tonight, I'm actually going to be going to support the playoff baseball game over in Tampa with the Rays. So hanging out with a couple buddies, going to go be a part of the crowd and see if we can get a win for the Rays against the Red Sox. So, a little socialization coming a little bit later on today. So it's been a good week. I'm going to jump the gun maybe a little bit and have a little celebration tonight at the Rays game.
Well, I'll say this, a couple of things. One, glad you're able to get out there. Two, glad you're implementing some meditation. I know it's important to hit that reset button, kind of clear the mind. But today we're going to be getting into hydration, as I mentioned. Pull out your assessment forms. Let's see how you guys scored on these. So just to reiterate and give you a refresher, also, if you don't have your assessment, you can find it on our Instagram page and on our Facebook group. Go ahead and download that, get that filled out. So the question is, how many 8-ounce glasses of water are you drinking per day? Right. So obviously 1 point, 5 points. Anything more than 5 points is going to put you in a good spot. But, that's kind of the gauge that we're using right now. So Joe, with that being said, why don't you kick us off? Give us some knowledge on why it's so important to hydrate.
Hydration is extremely important for multiple reasons. I think the biggest one is it really does boost your immunity system by just continuously flushing your system out. I think what you'll find is if you're, achieving a perfect 5 in the hydration on the assessment score, you're going to get sick a lot less just because your body is continuously just flushing things out, whether it be bacteria, you name it, anything on that front. So it's going to immediately just boost your immunity system off the top. And then one thing I found is waking up in the morning and just having water, the first thing you do when you wake up, before you drink that Celsius, before you drink that coffee, whatever it might be, take down an 8 to 12 ounce water. And I think it really helps kind of start up your day and start up your metabolism and brain function, right? Because that's the next benefit, is really just energy and brain function. How you might say, how could water, really make me, be able to think a little bit faster and have more energy? Well, water really helps circulate oxygen throughout the body, right? To all of your working muscles. That's your brain. That's, your biceps. That's your leg muscle, you name it, right? And what is in water? H2O, oxygen, right? So that oxygen from the water is something that our body needs, that flows throughout our circulation and blood flow and you name it, right? So it's really going to improve your brain function and get you energy that's just really natural, right? So that's why it is important to wake up and immediately, I said it, immediately drink a water the first thing you do when you wake up. I think you'll really notice a difference throughout your day, especially in the early mornings for people that might not be, early risers out there. And then lastly, I think, you'll find it really helps with your body's overall recovery, right? If you're executing the win the week the way that, you want to, and you're getting out there and you're getting workouts every day, it's really important that your body is recovering from that workout. Sleep is obviously a big one that helps with recovery, but so does staying hydrated and drinking enough water. It really helps you, maximize your physical performance. It helps you throughout workouts and really just helps your body recover and be ready for the next day. And Kyle, I think I know that, you could kind of hit on that a little bit with your experience in the past. Tell everyone, how much does hydration and drinking enough water really help you, at peak performance?
Yep. I can jump in here and give some feedback. I've mentioned this on previous episodes. I do run, I've done some long distance stuff. I've done a marathon, a couple 15Ks, and I really just enjoy it. For me, it's the best way that I can stay in shape. And it also helps with my mental health, just kind of clears my mind. But with that being said, when years ago when I was a little bit younger, I didn't really understand the importance of staying hydrated. I was probably young enough where I could battle through some of that stuff. But I will say this, as I've gotten a little bit older and as I've started to realize how important hydration is, it's become a huge differentiator for me in my running, because now it's like, as long as I'm doing my job and staying hydrated, my body can continue to perform at a very high level. I was kind of plateauing, at a certain time. I was trying to, beat a personal record, started drinking more water, and I was able to actually, surprisingly, surpass where I was at, just because I was lacking the water that my body needed to really, hit peak physical performance. And so, I can speak to that. I'm sure a lot of you out there, if you're athletes, you understand the importance of it. And obviously it's very important for sports, but it's just important for life in general. I think Joe touched on a lot of really good things there. And I think one of the great ones is wake up and drink water right off the bat, right? It's a great way to start your day. Also, it can be really hard to get in the routine of drinking enough water. I get that. I understand it. I know that if it's not a habit, it can be a little bit challenging to make sure you're holding yourself accountable. But what I would do is just challenge yourself, get a little piece of paper, a little sticky note, whether you're at the office, at home, and every time you go to get a glass of water, just make a little tally mark. Don't stop till you get to 5. Once you get to 5 tally marks, then you're good. You can do your thing, but at least make it a little note to yourself. That's something I did to get myself in the flow of drinking more water, was like, all right, I have to go until I get to 5. And that was my indicator that I was at least somewhat hydrated for the day. So I challenge you guys to, just get a little sticky note out, get a pen out, do a little tally mark every time you get up, get some water. That way, you can make a little game for yourself, say, hey, okay, I got my 5, I'm good. But it also, hold yourself accountable. And it really does make a huge difference. You're going to have more energy. You're not going to get that groggy feeling that you do if you're drinking soda or something else. So look, just hold yourself accountable, make the effort. It's going to make a huge difference. Joe, what do you got?
I think, one thing that helped me kind of implement this strategy is just really just buying a water bottle, right? And just kind of having it around everywhere I go. If I'm, going to work out, I bring my water bottle. If I'm, at my desk working, I have my water bottle there. If I'm, laying in bed at night, I have my water bottle next to me, right? So, I would challenge you guys, and, it is tough. Kyle hit on it. It is tough to kind of start a new habit, right? So I would challenge you to just get some type of water bottle out there. It could be anything. You could get one that measures how much you drink a day, a big gallon one, and do it that way. You can buy a Yeti and just have that Yeti that is durable and can go on, runs with you, walks with you, whatever you do. You could also buy, there's a self-cleaning water bottle out there called a LARQ, LARQ. That is a really great water bottle that literally cleans and purifies the water that you put into it. For anyone that's looking for a higher end model, I highly recommend that one. But if you just have that water bottle, you're going to see it. It's going to be with you, and you're going to hold yourself accountable and remind yourself, hey, I need to drink some more water, right?
Yep. Great stuff, Joe. Hope you guys got a lot out of today's episode. It's important to stay hydrated, take some of the tips that we gave you guys and implement those into your daily routine. We're going to see you guys again on Tuesday, October 12th. Also, be sure to stay tuned. We got some really cool stuff. We got some guests that are going to start joining the podcast, so I think you guys are going to find really interesting. And with that, we'll see you guys next week. Enjoy the weekend and close the week out strong.
And we about to win the week. Hey.